Just a beautiful afternoon for football, Coach. They say summer is the time to live in Chicago. Well, that's extended into autumn as we are ready to roll under blue skies at Soldier Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Minnesota Vikings and the Chicago Bears. This will be taken short. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Let's go. Their own 26-yard line.
Here we go. 21, 21. 20. Let him know, let him know. Let him know, let him know. 61, matchbox, white.
Garoppolo on first down. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. That's caught inside the 20. A huge play there right off the bat. 55 yards.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
On 2nd and 9, Garoppolo. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked up by the former first-rounder, Artie Burns. And the return will stop right around the 25. They were ball hawks last week. They had a trio of interceptions on defense. In the first drive, they pick up right where they left off.
They're creating quite a reputation for themselves, aren't they? And sometimes what happens is when they know that the defense can take the ball away, as they saw the previous week, now you try too hard to not let them take it away, and you force yourself into errors. They've intimidated them in a sense and gotten the ball from them.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
We got 4. We got 4. Kill, kill, kill. Squeeze, squeeze. Get in there. Buzz.
Elway will throw. Philip Dorsett hauls it in. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 22 yards there, a first down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Got it.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Watch that in. 3 down. H3, 218. Chopper, chopper. Let's go.
They'll run with Coleman on first down. He's got the first down here inside the 30. Touchdown, Chicago! Kevin Coleman with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point try good by Gano, and that makes the score 7-0.
Makes the score Bears 7, Vikings nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken very short.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
Here we go.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing,
Here we go, here we go.
that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah. Will they make up for it? Throwing on second down. Garoppolo. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears. They'll run on first down. Coleman. A gain of 3, 2nd down. On 2nd down, Elway. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. From the shotgun, Elway. Flush to his right. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. This Minnesota D up to the task on the 3rd down pass play.
A 43-yard attempt.
And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So he splits the uprights and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good 3-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Let's go! At their own 33-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. There's Garoppolo to throw. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. 17 yards, first down, Vikings.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. That'll bring up 2nd down. Here's Muhammad. Still, no, bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose. And this is picked up by the Bears. But he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
This is really, really difficult for teams to coach because you love the extra effort, right? When he break a couple of tackles, I mean, he was really trying to gain the extra yardage, but you also have to have an idea that people are going to come up behind you from the side trying to take care of the ball while you're trying to get extra.
And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 40, and they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 42-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. It's a big one there for the Vikings. 56 yards.
Here we go.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
25, check 25, check 25. 12.
They'll run with Muhammad. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. No problem there on the extra point, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
Check 3. Bang, bang, bang. Yep. Bang, bang. You're out. Patch it.
10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports.
Vikings 7.
Let's go. 90. Wolf. Greystone travel. Ready.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for first.
A gain of 4 brings up 3rd and 4.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Elway. And able to find Dorsett. Touchdown, Chicago. Philip Dorsett, his 6th touchdown of the season as the Bears push further out in front. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
This will be taken very short. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Here we go.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minutes. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. To throw is Garoppolo. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And he connects with Ertz. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down.
Here we go. 21. Flag.
On first down, Muhammad. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
On the carry, it's Muhammad. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1.
Here we go.
And they'll lead the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down.
Alpha.
29 is Mike 29. Here we go.
Go ahead.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Caught by the tight end, Ertz. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 29-yard line.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter. A lot of time, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bud Dupree in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
11.
They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. He wants it all for the end. And oh, it'll be intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity. An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On second down, it's Coleman. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. He gets 7 out of it, and he also gets a first.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Slam. Check 35.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Hey, check. 3 down. 6 guys. Check out. Alert 3.
On 2nd down, Elway. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Here we go. 70 in. 2, fellas, let's go. Got 3. 3 down. Shim. Rush in.
Out of the gun, Elway. Buying time to his left. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And that one will skip out of bounds as the linesman will mark this thing right at the 15-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime.
Here we go. 180.
Let's get it.
On 2nd and 15 now. Garoppolo. That one complete to Hill. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards. So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't, because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, he was circled.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down.
21.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
A well-executed 22-yard gain. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Alert, alert. 3 down.
From the gun, it's Elway. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first. On now, Graham Gano. He's hit from 63 as recently as last year. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. That's on target, but it's no good. He had it on line, but it came up just shy of the crossbar. So we are at halftime here on Halloween as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. Whoosh. 14 yards into Chicago, first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Game situation. Let's go. Check man.
Now a handoff working right. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Second and 11 at the 36-yard line.
On the ready. 80 weapon. 80 weapon.
Now they'll throw it with Elway. Escaping the pressure right. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
They'll run on first down. Coleman. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. Well, holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half, those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. It's the 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
An excellent pickup of 20 yards. And that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and of course they'd like to forget the ending, the interception, but they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Elway. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one goes for 24 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room. Let's go.
Coleman. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one go in the wrong direction. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 21.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
This quarterback now 12 of 16 thus far. It's 1st and 10. Coleman now. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun. Elway flushed out right. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The Bears on the move. They've got another 1st down. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Here's Elway to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Philip Dorsett, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd and goal.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the way.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Kenny Galladay, his 3rd touchdown now on the year as the Bears push further out in front. Gano for the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken short. What a spin. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
Here we go.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, That is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
On 2nd and 11 now. Garoppolo. He's going to loft. And got his man complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. It's a gain of 35. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw, it's Garoppolo. And this is incomplete. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Now a play fake. Garoppolo. Johnson's got it complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Garoppolo looks to throw. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 6th touchdown of the season, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. I don't want to say that they're completely against the wall here, Charles, but all of a sudden, with the run that they've been on the other sideline, this is down to a 3-point game. They got to be careful.
Not much space from their back to the wall, though. So you're exactly right. They've got to be careful here. But this is where the value of note-taking and recall comes into play. What was working earlier? Why was it working? Can you get those types of matchups again? And can you run those plays that get you a little bit more breathing room and a little bit of space?
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Go, go. 51. Come on, D. Whip, 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 whip. Watch the whip. Jim, Jim. Jim. Check safety, check safety. Hey, check 24, check 24.
They will run again with Coleman. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
3rd and 6.
Ready up. Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. Ready.
On 3rd down, here's Coleman. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down.
And that's the type of run that they're looking for because they'll need to continue to rely on him to move the sticks in this tight game in order to preserve this lead.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 34. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the 1st. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a handoff to Coleman. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 14 yards and a Chicago 1st down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. The former Giant, Prince Amukamara, on the stop.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
General, smash.
On second down now, it's Coleman. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down.
Brings up 3rd and
3. Okay, Frank. Boy, 51. Check orbit. Check me out. Mike.
From the gun, Elway. The Vikings after it, and they get there for the sack. DeForest Buckner with a sack, the former number 7 overall pick. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now, because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
at their own 31-yard line.
Here we go.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Give them a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
20. Shit. 11. White.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Garoppolo. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Artie Burns. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
Come on, now. Let's go.
So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off.
Go, Mike 51. Mike, go. And ready, go.
Elway's going to throw it. Flush to his right. And his throw is incomplete. Greg Olsen was the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Tevin Coleman with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game, as the Bears push further out in front. Now the Bears keeping the offense on the field and going for 2. Now Elway. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead.
Vikings 21.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken very short. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. The end result, 21 yards. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time, but it's going to be second down. Looking to erase a two-score deficit here in the fourth quarter, going for some big plays.
Yeah, they certainly were. They just decided one shot, didn't they? Forget trying to move the ball downfield in small little increments. Let's go for the big one. But how about the defense playing situational football, looking at the scoreboard and realizing what can hurt us most? The deep shot. They played it well.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Garoppolo again. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 25-yard line. Throwing on first is Garoppolo. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it was against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. After the interception, here's Elway. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Here's a quick throw out wide to Dorsett. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game.
51 to Mike, boy, 51. Hey, I'm coming. Ready.
On 3rd down, Elway. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Elway wants to throw. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. Got a man that's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, Chicago. Philip Dorsett, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as the Bears push further out in front. Gano now to add the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken short. They juked him. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
Here we go.
Here we go.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style.